Drinking sangria, nachos, lemon heads, my dad's boat. You won't go down cause my dick can float. We sail around the world and go port to port. Every time I come, I produce a quart. Put on your life vest, let's drop anchor. There's a nice lady who I like to spank her. Boats and hoes, I gotta have me my boats and hoes. Boats and hoes, I gotta have me my boats.
All right, welcome back to another OG Minifans show. I'm Steve from Providence, joined by the great TJ Hubbard. TJ, what's up?
What's happening?
This is a fucking brutal time, buddy.
It's brutal for everybody. It sucks.
I don't even know where to start as far as how my life has changed so drastically.
We can start. This show almost didn't happen this week.
It's almost so. I got lucky as far as my job. I ran out of hours at work. We truck drivers are only allowed to work 70 hours in a 6-day period. So I ran out of hours tonight. You tried to get in touch with Featherston, right?
I did. I DM'd him on Twitter trying to see if he wanted to set something up because I was on the assumption that you weren't going to tape this week. So I was going to set me and John, and I reached out to a couple other people, see if they wanted to join in.
Yep.
But
you got a bunch of hard nose.
Hey, everybody's
well, John's a professional, and I don't blame him. Like, he's a professional guy. And then
it's like, fuck these two idiots.
you want him to go on with you. He probably looked at it and said, you know what, I'm gonna do a hard pass. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see the message, and then later on in the week he'll say, "Oh, I must have missed it."
Sorry, I missed you. I mean,
it happens. It happens.
It's not often that you get to come on a show and you talk about, a little bit of politics, a little bit of background story, and then to ask, one of the hosts ask you if you've eaten your own cum.
Yeah, well, I mean, so we'll just go back to where we were before. 300 views. Mostly my family, your family watching. It's all good.
That's all right.
So, in the last couple weeks, it's been fucking brutal. So, yesterday they canceled for my kid. Just to give you a little background. So I'm having a little bit of a tough time with everything. A little bit of bummed out. I'm not like so much in the need where I think I need to go anywhere, but I did try and set up an appointment with Dr. Kristen, who's a lovely lady that I talk to every couple months when I need to get tuned up or something like that. She's a very nice lady. She's not taking any appointments unless we do it through like a Skype. It kind of, to me, kind of loses value, but I've been hitting it hard as far as my kid. They canceled school for the rest of the year. Called off. It's a senior year in high school. No sports. Today they canceled prom and they canceled graduation. They said that the graduation that they have is most likely going to be basically what you and I are doing. Something like that. They're going to broadcast it through YouTube, which, it
sucks.
It sucks. It's selfish for me to think that way, but I've watched a lot of kids throughout our lives of having kids. I've watched a lot of the older kids graduate. I've went to a couple of them, and you kind of look forward to that day.
Yeah, of course.
Something. He's a great
your hat
kid.
in the air.
Yeah.
Turn your tassel over.
Yeah, I kind of, I struggled in school. I barely graduated, whereas he's number 3 in his class, and I was very excited to see him, accomplish that, get his graduation, and I wanted to take him out. I had this big thing. We were going to go up to Milton's, get a nice new suit, support the show.
Sure.
I just thought it would be, I had this big plan. Well, that's fucking outgone. All 3 of us and my other little boy, no one's got a haircut in the last fucking month. We look like a bunch of homeless people. You look fucking fantastic. Yeah, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
It's just been fucking hard. And then at work, we just laid off almost 40 guys.
That's fucking insane.
I think we got 53 total, almost 40, and a lot of them are younger guys that are just starting out. They got babies.
Do you think the cancellation of the graduation and the prom's a little? I mean, maybe prom, but Do you think it's a little early?
The first thing I'm thinking, I'm like, it's April 2nd, April 3rd. You're canceling something that's going to take place in June.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're already doing this. And the problem is with Rhode Island, they piggyback pretty much off of Massachusetts, where they're doing. And it looks like Massachusetts is doing the same thing, where they're just like forecasting months down the line of what they're going to do.
Everybody in New England is a mirror state from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
You know what's Massachusetts doing? They do what they do.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, months down. So there's a laboratory up here called Abbott Laboratories, and they're developing a test that can give you results within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And hundreds of thousands of them.
Yep.
All right. So why not, like, for graduations and stuff, test a bunch of people? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't even make sense.
No, it's just the problem is I feel bad mainly for the kid, because he's worked hard. He deserves to. I mean, listen, it's a fucking 2 hours. Yeah, it's a 2-hour ceremony. It does in the grand scope of things, does it mean a lot? No, but I would just like to see it. You know, it's just something personally that I would like. I don't look forward to a ton of things.
Your kid graduate.
Yeah, I would. That's one thing I would like to fucking see.
It's phenomenal.
But it happens. We'll just have to deal with it. I'm fucking losing my mind. Like, I love spending time with those fucking kids, but I literally can't get the fuck out of there fast enough now, because I don't even. They don't come here. Their mother and I have been battling about where they should stay. I'm like, listen, my house isn't filled with fucking whores. Let's it doesn't. What's the problem? But whatever. I'm not even gonna get into the fight with her. It's not worth it. Right. So I just go over there, and to be honest, if I'm over there for a couple hours, a few hours, I can only do so much. I've been outside playing basketball. I'm 43. They're fucking killing me. Mm-hmm. The board games, I'm gonna fucking. As soon as this shit's done, I am going in the backyard and starting a fire with these fucking things.
Burn them right up.
It's fucking. It's
it's kind of the opposite end of the spectrum for me, where I have a 2-year-old. Daycare is absolutely. They're open.
They are.
We're deciding not to bring him there.
Yeah.
They mandate 10, no more than 10 people in the crowd, and if there's 20 kids who have 40 parents, there's 60 people right there that have been touching stuff. I have to rely on them not to be dirty fucks. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's very tough. So he stays home here during the week. I'm trying to push out all the work I have. I can tell you I have dozens of appraisals. Dozens.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Crazy. I mean, I'm working, and, I'm doing work, and my wife being a nurse, she has to stay there. And when she works, I have to stay home. Yeah. You either have to hire a babysitter, hire hairdressers, come to the house. You have to overpay.
Yeah,
that's fine. But
we'll get through it. Hopefully,
the hardest part for a 2-year-old is you can't bring him outside, you can't run around. And, the last 2 days it's been raining, so it's been all cooped up. So
yeah, well, we'll get through it. A few months.
Pain in the ass.
Hopefully, in a few months we're through this shit. But I will tell you, this week has been a very interesting week for the show. I fucking loved it this week. Listen, every day you and I listen to everything. The shows have been just great. I love them. It seems like also they've gotten this thing, and they do this every so often where maybe they change up the format a little bit. Where it seems like this week they'll talk for like an hour or so, and then they start involving the callers. And then they'll do a little bit of talking afterwards. I fucking love it. It's fantastic.
I think that's one of the best parts of the show. And I swear to God, every time they tweet out the number to call in, I'm in the middle of doing something and I can't call.
Well, I tried 3 times this week. One time I got through finally after 150 calls. And I'm listening. I'm thinking I'm getting a call. And fucking your boy, the guy that you have 5 pounds of cum from him inside your belly, Big Dan, is on the free. He gets on,
and
then they end it right after that. And then the next day or the day previous, some guy calls up and he starts fingering himself like he's what was it? He thought he was Mima. And right after that, they end it. And I'm sitting there on hold. And I like the fact that you actually have to work if you want to get on. It's not 2 dials or 2 tries and you get on. I mean, I've probably called. I got on today this week I've probably tried like maybe 400 times.
That's a testament to the show. It
Oh,
really
it's
is.
fucking. It shows what sort of loser I am. Is what it shows.
Oh, I mean that too. But look, let's see. Greg Hill, Dale Arnold, Lou Maloney, and Mike Manansky would fucking kill people. Have that many people calling their show to discuss anything. But instead, they're sitting there, and their producers sitting there waiting for that red light to go off to be like, "Oh, I think I got a caller." You know.
Well, I think Steve said something like when they were doing it, he had at one point not because I think he's able to see like a call log of how many people, and he said it was only a few minutes into it, and there was already 900 missed calls.
Jesus Christ,
that's fucking insane. These people are nuts. They're fucking crazy. That's great though. It shows. I am all listen. If I can't get through, or if somebody else can't get through, that to me that just shows that it whatever's going on is working, and that's all I care about. If that show's on Monday, that's all I give a shit about.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And think about that. So you have 900 people on hold, and here,
well, not on hold. It only this.
Just called in.
That just called missed calls. That like when you call it. It gives you a busy signal. So I think Steve maybe has it to where he can get 3 or 4 phone calls only that accept, and you wait on hold, and you're in a gallery, and you can hear what's going on in the show.
How does that Jon Stewart get on every day?
The motherfucker got on before me the other day. He's must. I don't think he works. He says he works, but I don't think he works. I don't know what's going on with that guy.
Is that the guy that wore the Tony Stewart jacket up in the middle?
That's him.
That's him.
Yeah, buddy. That's him.
My.
He's the one that was making like the uncomfortable conversation with Steve's wife, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, I literally wanted to put a hole in the ice and go dive in there. I was so uncomfortable.
Down.
Oh, he was like, I was like protecting Lauren from him. I felt super uncomfortable.
I got a kick out of the episode called The Hammer. Absolutely fucking enjoyed it.
No, I was not ready for that. I don't think anyone knew that was going to go on.
Did not know that was going on.
I thought I was in the crowd that they talked about today, where they said it might be one segment. Then after the song, that they were going to go back to doing their regular thing. But if you remember correctly, I mean, Kirk's talked about this for years that he wanted to do that. The origin of it, I would say, came from either Sporty McKenzie when he would go and just do like sports talk for a segment or something like that.
Yeah.
And he all he was doing it to do was to just bust balls of people that did that every day.
Some of that came through though, like with him on EEI, when say during the summer months when Jerry take a week's vacation and Tangway would fill in as somebody else, and he started in, and it's absolutely enjoyable. I love it. You know,
it's funny. I don't think I could listen to it every day.
No, but we know where we know where the place is, where he's coming from. You know what I mean? To be like, it's joking around, but it's funny, and it's like because he's doing it, it's funny. But if it was like Greg Hill or somebody, you'd be like, oh, well, it's the same shit that's going on.
If you remember, like one of the funniest shows when him and Tangway did when they hit the post.
Holy fuck!
That was funny. That was great. That was a great
station
show.
That reaches the beaches, baby.
Giving away your movie tickets. Like
that
was great. Like that was a great show.
Rumford High School lunch. It's like chicken nuggets in the tinfoil bag. You know what I mean?
Like that was
the tots.
So he's always wanted to do that. For people that think that maybe he just like did that for no reason, he's wanted to do that for a long time. Now I will say, I was tired. I can't imagine. I was tired from listening to it, trying to keep up with it. I can't imagine having to do that for 2 hours.
I think Kirk said it best. It takes more effort to put it together a shit radio.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it takes so much effort to try to produce a shit radio show like that.
Oh, it's fucking brutal.
Just being natural, conversation.
Poor Steve. I think it took him like 2 hours to cut that up. It took him I thought everyone thought he was dead or something like that. They were DMing him. They were calling him.
Well, you know why? It's because they try to get through a segment, and either I guarantee a blind Mike or Steve would lose their shit laughing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And have to cut it out and start over, or just cut it out.
Yep.
Or Kirk couldn't keep it together. You can imagine trying to do something like that and being in the same room. You bury your head and just laugh.
No, it was cool that Casey called it, did like a quick cut,
Yeah.
and Dan did one. That's good. That's really good. I mean, I don't know if before the Miami trip, if they would have done that. I don't know. I'm speculating. I don't know shit, but it seems like that Miami trip did a lot for him, as far as being maybe able to reach out.
I think it also
people.
It goes. Yeah, I mean, Kirk did a great job in Miami. That's number one. And everybody realized that, hey, Kirk's a pretty good, talented guy.
Yeah.
I think he got onto the right guy with Dan Katz.
Yeah.
I think Dan loves the guy. I think Dan loves the show, and he loves everything Barstool. So, I mean, it's good to see him interact with the show, and just lift it up a little bit. So
I agree. What do you follow Portnoy at all?
Yeah. So lately, been watching his Davey Day Traders.
Davey Day Traders. Yes.
Because I find it interesting, for a little bit. And it's, I don't know if it's like you watch NASCAR for the crashes.
Yeah.
It's kind of watching Davey Day Trader waiting for him to go, fuck, I lost 240,000. You know what I mean?
No,
I don't know why.
I don't make it a secret. I do want him to go poor. Like, I do not. It's they say they say you either love him or hate him. Like, I truly despise this man. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't like him. Like, I'm when that dog died, like, I literally was happy. Like, I don't know. I love animals, but for him to feel a little bit of pain, it made me extremely happy.
Do you think Dave Portnoy will get another dog?
I would. I don't know. I think he's a fucking disaster in life.
Yeah.
Like like I am a train wreck, and I accept it. Like, I am probably going to die poor and alone.
Sure.
Him, I think he's going to be poor and alone very quickly. Like, I just have this.
And he doesn't accept it.
No, but the thing is, like, in Miami, all that talk about I got fuck you money, and then like I don't know how much of it is fake. Like with Kirk and his show, it's all real. Like, whatever he says is word, and I don't know how much. Like, Dave, you just see him looking at a computer screen. The fucking thing might not even be on for all we know. I have no idea. It could be just a ruse over everyone, and it just.
Well, if he has fuck you money, I would suggest. I don't know if you can see that. That is the ending stock price for Enacom today.
Yeah.
82 cents.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's unbelievable.
That makes me happy. What were they when Kirk left around? What were they, 17 or 11?
$4 or $5. They weren't.
No.
Yes, 2 years ago. Yeah, $4 or $5. Hang on.
Was it really?
1 year ago, they're $5.
Okay.
No, 1 month. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fucking up. It was like $11.
3 months, 2 years. Yeah, $11.
Yeah, that's
down
great.
to 82 cents.
That's fantastic. And so I reached out to, I forget who it was, but they said that if you're below $1 for so many days, it becomes the stock becomes useless. Yeah. So that's great. That would be fantastic. I would love. So now that would, in my mind, I'm assuming if I'm right, that would be the end of Enacom, correct? Is that how that would work?
Yeah, it just merge into CBS Radio.
That would
right?
Just be. Well, they bought CBS Radio, and all their bad debt. That was the worst buy. I think they paid like $1 billion for it, and
anybody that has fuck you money could just up and buy Enacom. You imagine that.
Here's the thing: they bought Penn Steak at, what was it, like $30-something, and that's not too fucking swell right now either. I mean, everything's been taking such a hit, so I don't know how much fuck you money he has left, and I just can't see.
Well, the market cap on this was what, 90 million? No, market cap's 111, so half of that, 50 million would buy out Enacom right now. I mean,
I'd like maybe to see. It'd be great for Kirk just to come in and say, I now own the majority interest of Enacom, and everybody's fired.
Oh my God. He'd have to walk right into the studios down in Brighton. I think that's where they are. Walk right in there at 10 fucking o'clock in the morning and be like, hey, fuck off.
Everyone out of here. Dale.
Dale.
Now
take your fucking sloppy tits and get the fuck out of here.
Did you see that picture that he put up today?
I have it on my phone. You know I do.
Well, he looked like he looked like a.
He looked like he should be in National Geographic's fucking. Did you see those things? I mean, Christ, those are if I've ever seen them.
Big banana titties.
Huge bananas.
So, but yeah, I see it, and I mean, I'm thoroughly enjoying the downfall of Entercom.
Oh, yeah. There's certain people, like, again, Mike Manansky. We love him. Hate to see it, but, well, I mean, he's got a job. We'll see what he does. I don't know what he's going to do afterwards. Make commercials for, like, Honda.
I mean, I think that the pipe dream that I have of him coming over with Kirk, I think Kirk's addressed that. He wants to move on, and he's happy with what he's got now, and I don't blame it. It's freaking fantastic.
I mean, we don't pay well, but he's more than welcome to come on to our show. And I told him he has the forever invite. You
did invite him.
I did.
But one thing now we're talking about Mike. The only thing I would suggest to Mike, because Mike he did that thing this week where he is going through this little phase where he doesn't think he's good enough to be on the show, and he asked, "Do you want me to just quit?" When he sent that to Kirk, and one thing I would suggest, like, I know he said he listened to a lot of their shows when Kirk was on EEI, but if he could just listen to all the Friday shows when Mutt was on, that man took a beating like
woodshed.
Oh, it was absolutely brutal.
He got murdered.
But
with Mike, there's two people in this world. There's the ones that, oh, woe is me, I'm never going to be good enough, and then the ones that aren't talented at all who think, fuck you, I'm the best there is. So, sometimes there's an in-between person there, but
well, the thing is, he's fine. He's fine on the show. He's a great guy. He's good. Yeah. He makes me laugh.
He's a nice support cast.
I don't see why he's so self-conscious about his abilities. Why he thinks so badly of himself. He's doing a great job.
He's been on the radio. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's been on the radio I don't know if he's been on as much as Steve has been on the radio, filling in for Howie, but but he has. All three of them have been radio talent.
Yeah. Well, Steve, like I said, and I'll say it again, Steve is the best thing that, as far as a producer, he might not be as good as punching buttons as Ken is, but
no.
I think Steve is the most trustworthy person. Kirk, I think from what you can gather, what they say on the show, it seems like Kirk trusts him with running that ship. Whatever Steve says, I think he goes with that decision.
I think Kirk's instinct was right to peel him away from Howie. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think he's done a great job. Same with Blind Mike too. Great job.
Absolutely.
They're all getting it. It's the first year. They're all trying each other out. The show's gonna roll on. It's a train, keeps going.
But I think Mike, he has to learn very quickly is that if Kirk knows something's gonna bother you, that is not gonna stop. Like that's just not gonna go away. He's gonna keep picking at that scab.
Like if Kirk thinks, like, if you think you're gay, you know what I mean? And Kirk knows that what if I ask this person over here if he likes to play both sides of the fence? It might bother him a little bit. Yeah. So, like Matt Carano, let's just say it. Yes.
Well, like Matt.
If it bothers you, he's coming after you.
Like he's a married man, but maybe he's a little feminine.
That's all right, and
it's fine. But Kirk makes the impression that he loves a nice cock every now and then, which is fine. To me, it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. Like, we used to bust Mutt's balls about his fucking kid, and he would get upset, but after a while he'd learn that we're just having a good time. Like, we're just having fun.
I mean, we'd bust Gary Tangway's balls about, being within 50 yards of a school.
What was it?
We're just having a good time. I mean, geez.
The best line I still have ever heard was when he said, "What did you mean when you said that Macaulay Culkin hit the wall in Home Alone 2? Do you remember that?"
Yeah.
And I fucking loved.
Oh my God.
I almost crashed my truck. Like that was
the argument today was what kind of, with the stock price going right down in the tank, was what kind of effect did Murchison have on that?
Yeah.
And I think he had some. I mean, he got Kirk off the air, and people were like, well, sports talk radio is going down the drain anyway. But with Kirk and Jerry in the morning, it wasn't just sports.
Correct.
It was going back and forth with the radio personalities. It was making fun of this or that. It was some sports there, but I know we all listened because of that. But once you get Kirk out of that, it went straight down the tank. You can look at the stats right into the tank. And they sided with the wrong fucking people. They sided with Shirley, and they sided with Bob and John Henry. Yeah. And this is what they get. They get 82 cents a share. Fuck them.
So we should be happy about that. Yeah. In my opinion, we should be happy about that. So have you listened to did you by chance catch any of Menners at Night this week?
I can't, no, I'm in bed by 9.
9?
Yeah, so up at 2:30.
I love the fucking guy. Like, I like his voice. That accent for some reason, like I just like listening to a Australian guy talk.
He's funny.
He makes me laugh. He's such an angry person, but I love his fucking show. And he, like I said, I can listen to him every day. He had some unsavory comments that Steve took to heart this week. He said something like, I would like to get to talking to his wife about what's going on in that bed or something to the nature. And Steve doesn't strike me as the type of person that could take, I think he's very protective of his wife, understandably so. Yeah. And I don't think that's the guy that you want to cross.
No.
I think he takes a little bit of pride in the fact that he does his job and that he does everything that's required of him by Kirk. But I think he gets self-enjoyment out of absolutely ruining somebody. And I don't think that Menners should cross that road. I don't think he should.
He is 17 hours away by plane. I mean, but no matter what, I don't think you should go after someone's wife.
No.
Or just, you make fun of their face or make fun of their style or make fun of their speech. But, we all know Steve was probably going to be a little bit sensitive about family. I mean, he scrubbed some audio and the whole thing with his brother at the beginning of the show about a year ago. So, to come after someone's, come on. Like, we met Steve's wife, but it's like, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you too.
Very, very nice woman, and
that's the end of it.
Simple hi and bye. I mean, I'm not looking to become friends with Steve or his wife or anyone of that nature, other than the guys that we talk to on a pretty regular basis inside either the Minifan chat or just like the Discord has their own thing going on in the middle ladies. Other than that, I mean, I think that's where maybe some people might cross the line a little bit to try and be a little bit more than the fact that, keep in mind, they're entertainers. Their job is to put out a show. I think they go above and beyond what anyone else would ever do as far as trying to be transparent with the crowd, with the listeners. They do. I mean,
it was almost a 3-hour show today.
Not just that, but after the fact. I mean, Kirk's a Discord guy. He's fucking totally forgot about us. Like I'm even surprised if he's never inside the Minifan chat anymore. And Discord, at one time, Discord was like, I want to get inside that Minifan chat, or some people would say that. There's no reason to. The only thing we do inside there is bust Rich Mandarin's fucking balls.
That's it.
That's about it. No one ever shows up in there anymore but Steve every now and then. Discord is where it's at. Kirk's a Discord guy. He's totally forgotten about us.
That's all on, guys. That's all on Patrick doing a good job. Spacebar there.
Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, the guy did a fucking did a State of the Union address from the front seat of his Hyundai. Who totally takes full credit for that Discord, but
Dave Lanos.
But forgets the fact that fucking Dave Cullinane set it up for him. But hey, we won't. The Gerald Ford of presidents. He just was there because the guy before him wasn't able to do his job. That's fine. It's all good.
What about the lineup today? We Latino Kirk comes in and comes in with a Zoom conference, and we all hung out, had a beer together.
Yeah.
Nice. I think get up to like 13 people.
Very, very nice. It's creative. I wouldn't think of doing anything like that. Not because of the fact that I'm too stupid. I just don't know how to use a computer. I don't know how to. I wouldn't even have that inside my mind.
It was pretty good. I mean, who do we have in there? John from Scranton.
Yep.
We had Dave Cullinane at one point.
DDC.
Yep. We had.
That's cool. Like, and something like that they should do on a regular basis and bring it on like just some guys, some random guys that maybe don't have a big presence on Twitter or Discord that maybe just want to talk, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
A couple people tonight were doxxed. Well, not doxxed, but you know.
I think a lot of people know people's names by now if they really try hard enough. It's not that hard.
And we had a little bit of breaking news tonight in regards to Steve Robinson, right?
There was a little bit. Someone kind of fucked up a little bit tonight, and maybe was looking around on Facebook. Not going to say it was DC, but it might have been where someone might have fucked up and maybe posted something that they shouldn't have put up without maybe kind of like getting rid of some information. That might have led them maybe sending them directly to a post that has everything written down on it, and maybe says someone's a stay-at-home father and
stay-at-home dad now
works from home all day, and now he's got a nice dog to keep him company all day long.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations on the adoption.
Good job, DEC. You have completely fucked yourself going forward.
Oh man, that is not great.
No, that was a stupid move by him. But
yeah. Oh well.
And I am looking forward to Monday when we find out something about DEC that he did not want to come out, and Steve is going to royally fuck him in the asshole, and I'm gonna like it, and we'll just see what happens.
That's all right. Hey, everybody makes mistakes. You got to be that person to be like, I made a mistake, and we'll make up for it. Yeah, that's
one thing I will say. Before we get out of here, do you have anything before anything else?
Not really. Nothing I can think of off the cuff here.
Because we're getting up at 30 minutes right now, and I don't like to let it go over that. But I was a little sour at Lauren Lynn this week. I was a little sour, and I'll tell you why. So I believe I had asked her a couple weeks ago when we were doing our second show, and I was like, I want to get a lady Minifan on for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I may have asked her to come on, and I got a hard no. She gave me the pass, and I tune in because I give full credit. The Minstrel guys, they are working, man. They are trying their best, and they're fucking collecting a shitload of views, and they're getting some good names on that. And I look on, and there's that Barstool Zonker guy or whatever his name is. Zonk, and
the Barstool.com went straight to us last week at some point. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I did not know that, but I look over right after that, and I see a pretty young lady on there.
Oh,
and I was like, wow, I got the no, but she went with the younger guys, so we got sold out for a couple 20-year-olds and a Canadian. That's fine though. I mean, sometimes that's the way it works.
You know what? We'll reach out to someone this week. Maybe a certain female. Maybe she'll come on.
Well, maybe that's why I'm glad that I put up the picture of Brandy's hammers instead of Lauren's. I mean, I think what's right is right.
Yeah, I think so. I think we should have Brandy on.
Yeah, maybe we'll reach out.
I can reach out.
I mean, you totally fucked up everything with John, so.
No. Fuck, I didn't. Nope. I messaged him. I thought he'd be good for going this week. Didn't get back to me.
Well, all right, fair enough.
Persona non grata is what he made us. He's like, no, fuck these guys.
I don't know what else the world can take away from us this week. It's fucking depressing. Like, it's really fucking depressing.
I picked up 10 medical masks today for $1 a piece at the local store.
Yep.
They're like selling $1 a piece. Picked up 10.
I don't want to go through this where I walk around like I'm in Chinatown.
I had the door shut on my face on an inspection this week. I'm not letting you in. And it is crazy. I don't want to believe the world that we're living in, like you're saying. I don't want to believe that I have to wear a mask every fucking day.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully next week we can get on. I'm not sure. Like I said, my schedule. I'm on nights now for until everything goes back to normal. We'll work out. If you got to do it with somebody else, you do it with somebody else. Either I would like to see you do something with either Mandarin or maybe RA. Maybe
Yeah.
if Patrick can get his fucking malt off of Phil's fucking dick, then maybe he can come on with you.
I can't see past his beard. It fucking encompasses his whole fucking head.
Well, we'll see what you can do.
You
But
need to tighten it up. I mean, it's not bad. Just keep it tight.
yeah, we'll see what happens. But
do you see the dirt stash on Will tonight? Jesus.
Will's gonna take care of himself. Will, he's a sweet kid.
Oh,
really
yeah.
nice guy. You real quick before we get out of here, let's talk about real quick how you thought you got fucked over on the We Are the World video.
Right.
I'm gonna just hold on. I get a message on Wednesday. I'm at work. I get a message. I can't believe that I got cut out of the video. I got fucked. I was the first one to submit a fucking email and I think your words were, I nailed the notes. I nailed them. Nailed it down. And then
I'm
so
looking at
you're acting a little cunty, and you were saying,
I was a little cunty.
I think I'm done. I'm fucking done. You're acting a little bitchy. And then you texted me about 20 minutes later saying, my email is still in the outbox. It didn't get sent.
Unfucking believable.
Fucking stupid ass.
Listen to me. I took like 20 takes. And I was like, oh, I have this down. It was fucking awesome. I couldn't believe it, right? Hit, send. Perfect. All done. Then, it comes out and I was like, that's not my voice. Yeah. And then I watched the video and I was like, oh, it's Murchison's mouse. I was like, oh, all right. Well, geez. All right. Well, maybe I wasn't good enough, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, it wasn't good enough. And then I saw Will singing his auto-tune and I was like, fuck off. You mean I'm not fucking good enough? So that fired me up. Listen to these, it's like, I think I was like, oh, are you kidding me? What the fuck?
You were
I was so fired up. I was.
You were
right. And then I was like, good. There has to be an explanation. No way did I sound that badly. And I looked at my fucking outbox and there it is stuck there. Declined to send. You know what I mean? Like I was like,
you even broke out the I was good enough to sing at the vigil, but I wasn't good. What a little fucking cunt you are.
I just wanted to listen. In all reality, I just wanted to be a part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
I part of it, do whatever. But I missed out on it, and I'm pissed.
You're a little bitch. All right, with that, let's get the fuck out of here.
And, all right, man.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. Kirk, Steve, and Mike, thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having us.
Intern Justin, thank you once again, buddy. And we will see you next week.
All right. See you guys.
Take care.
It easy.